From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's going deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting him. Out of quarterback's head and figure it out. Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
48th Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Check, 48th to Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, just kill. It's just me and you. Hopper. Kill. Turn. Gun. Kill, turn up. Undercrush.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Alert flare.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go, 47. Danny.
Prescott to throw on fourth.
Hey, watch the screen.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, before this one, you and I were looking at the standings through 2 weeks, and obviously it's early, but if you think about the numbers since 1990, so let's say the last 30 years, teams that began the season 2-0 made the playoffs about 60% of the time. And what you and I counted that we have 9 2-0 teams right now?
Yeah, how about that? We were talking about, what, 4 in the AFC, 5 in the NFC. But the big deal for teams, if you're looking at this analytically, if you get to 3-0, your odds of making the playoffs jump to 75%. So that's going to be the goal all of these teams are shooting for this upcoming week. Get to 3-0, and you start to feel really good about getting to the postseason.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
You're not ready. Check 26, check 24. Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back where you're on the goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cobb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check, Mike.
And again, it's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's going to look deep down, and that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on, D. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's our field.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Check, 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 check.
Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Check, 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 check.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Right now, let's go. Yeah, that's what I do. Shim. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hit up. There he goes.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready. Now they all day, dog. Strong right. Off. Hey, we got 3 down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
At the Cowboys' 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's a party now.
Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Slam. 48. Great stone. Bravo. Here we go. Go to 54.
To throw is Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that going to be in. Ultimately, it was Serious Mo who walked away with the title, and Mo had some dough in there, too, a $35,000 check.
And you know what they say, Brandon?
What's that?
I don't know if these guys actually played against each other, but when you get Young Henry, guys like him, and Serious Mo all in the same grouping, throw the record books right out.
Oh, yeah. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.